What's up, YouTube? So I just want to discuss something today. So in my life, what I'm doing right now, that's a blood stain. In my life, what I'm doing right now is, I'm choosing happiness. I'm choosing happiness. I'm choosing to be happy, and to relieve this pressure I put on myself with dating and with friendships and all this stuff. I'm choosing to be happy because and I've stopped dating so far, and it's been going good. I don't even like talking about this shit sometimes because I hate when I talk about things. Like, it's like I jinx myself, I don't like talking about things. I just want to do them. But I feel like I like making YouTube videos, so I'm just making this one. I'm just done with dating for now, I don't know how long it's going to be. Probably an extended period of time, but I'm just done. I'm done with it all for now, even trying to make friends. I'm done with it all for now because nothing ever worked out how I wanted it to, friendships or dating never worked out how I wanted it to. And I feel like we get all this pressure, right? We get this pressure from society, from our family, from other people. Like, oh, you should be dating, you should be with someone because that's what's considered normal, And it's like when we're not doing that, when we're not dating, when we're not having like a bunch of friends who, 9 times out of 10 probably don't give a fuck about us, it's like we don't want to be seen as left out and like as an outcast or as undesirable, But it's like once you let all that go, and just focus on doing things that bring you happiness, like hobbies, or just even going shopping, like going out to eat at good restaurants, like seeing movies, like by yourself, it's like you start to like relieve all this pressure, and it's just like you think, damn, I put all this bullshit pressure on myself to get these accomplishments in life or reach these milestones in life. And in the end, it all means nothing. It doesn't mean a damn thing. Like, reaching these milestones, like having a house and a family and all this shit, it doesn't mean nothing because you could die literally the day after you purchase your house, and then what's gonna happen? Your shit gonna get sold. Your family gonna move on. It means nothing in the grand scheme of things. And I just feel like, especially with my generation, there's so much pressure with social media about having this perfect life, and all of these accomplishments, having a family, having this, having that, having the luxury car, having like the trendiest clothes, stuff like that, having a certain relationship, and it's like once you let that all go, it's like the pressure is gone. You just get to exist for a moment. You just get to focus on you and exist. I feel like we all trying to compete with each other and run this marathon or this, like what they say, life is a marathon or something like that. Life is a race or something like that. And I feel like I'm not trying to compete with people. I'm just trying to live my own life. I feel like in life, it's like we're competing with other people. We're trying to compare ourselves with other people. What do they have that I don't? I wish I had their life. They wish they had my life. Stuff like that. Comparison, and it's just like we just got to just slow down and like just breathe. And focus on ourselves. Because I feel like there's nothing else you can do. And with dating, online dating, like I especially had to give that a break because it was just toxic. It was just like horrible experience after horrible experience, Just like, honestly, sometimes, a lot of the times, online dating just feels very like degrading, I'm just being real. Online dating feels degrading, the way with like how people come at you, it's like nobody has any decency with online dating. It's like nobody has decency, and it's like it's very degrading, and I just had to just stop. I hope me talking about it is not going, I'm not jinxing myself, but I'm choosing to just be done with dating for now. I'm like just focus on the present, focus on what makes me happy, what gives me joy, I know sex is like, it's this big thing, because sex is good for us, it's healthy, but I just feel like, is it really worth it to the point of my mental health? Is it really worth it, because when I was constantly worrying about dating, worrying about, like, I would just think about being alone, like, every single day, and think about dying alone, think about having no friendships, having no partner, and I would just wake up with this morning dread, like, this dread to get through the day, and it would constantly be on my mind, and I'm just so happy I'm just done with it. Like, the pressure is off of me, and I know sex is, like, good, like, we should be having sex, but it's like, I don't know. It's like, is it really worth it to the point of our mental health? Is it really worth it? I know sex gives that validation, and I know men today use women to validate them. A lot of men use women to validate them, whether it's through sex or relationships or whatever it is. Like, it's just what men do. They use women to validate them. But it's just like, when you get over that as a man, like, and really focus on yourself, it's like, what can stop you, What can stop you? And I know it's about, like, finding a partner, and getting married. I know that's what people should strive for, but not everybody is that lucky, Not everybody is that lucky. And I just feel like, man, you could buy pussy, Like, it doesn't, like, it really does come down a dozen. I mean, you could go to the strip club and get you some pussy and then, like, be good. Like, they selling it at the strip club. Like, it's just like, I know people can get sex. Like, I'm sorry, I'm getting lost in my thoughts. I know people can get sex like that, Like, I know they can acquire sex like that, But it's like, people really be wanting that connection, Like, men especially, I know I want that connection. And I know, like, I be getting urges to hoe around. I do. I'm getting urges to hoe around, just buy whatever I want. But it's just like, I'm still going to be where I am now, even if I do all that. I'm still going to be where I am now, which is alone and not making those connections that I really want, And it's like, it's just, I don't know, I'm at a loss for words. I'm sorry. I always do this in my room. It's like, maybe the combination of the lights, I just can't think straight. But like, I just feel like I'm still going to be in the same place, which is alone, even if I do hoe around and get those experiences, which is essential, to really know what you enjoy physically, sexually, But it's just like, I feel like I'm choosing happiness right now, and I really need this break to, like, just self-reflect, and just like us men, we ain't gotta be enslaved to our urges, we ain't gotta just sleep with anybody, I just feel like we can have that sexual discipline too, we don't have to just be constantly trying to hook up with women, even though I know it's men that do that, but I just feel like you gotta get that break, for the clarity, the mental clarity, and that self-reflection, and just overall for your well-being. Yeah. That's just what I wanted to say. I'm choosing happiness, and I feel like, it's my own decision. I'm being celibate by choice. It's my decision to stop pursuing dating. It's my decision, and for my own well-being, because what I've experienced has been nothing but bad and negativity. So I'm choosing to do this for me. And you should too.